pay the bills.
Assembly Speaker John Perez of Los Angeles is one of the legislative leaders trying to figure out a solution to this budget mess. It almost sounds like deja vu. He joins us live from the state capitol right now. First of all, thank you for joining us, Mr. Speaker. But let's talk about the proposal by the Democrats today, talking about raising income tax here in the state of California, but lowering sales tax by 2.5%. How does that work? Most people look at that and go, a tax is a tax.
Well, a tax is a tax in terms of what you have to pay. The value of what we're proposing is it actually results in a net tax decrease for taxpayers at every income level, because both income tax and other taxes that are federally deductible are what we're trying to increase, whereas the sales tax is not federally deductible. So by doing this, we actually put more money in the pockets of taxpayers at every income level, and we get a net benefit because we're able to draw down more federal funds.
But if the net result is less in taxes, why wouldn't someone go for that?
Well, I think they should, because the net result is less in taxes for the individual taxpayer and a little more money in the state coffers to help pay for important things like education and health care.
But the governor has already said it is dead on arrival if you try and give me any kind of an income tax.
Well, the governor said a whole lot of things, and quite frankly, they haven't been consistent with themselves. So I'm hopeful that the governor reconsiders his position, and quite frankly, he needs to focus on the kind of solutions we're talking about, solutions that help us move our economy forward. Unfortunately, the proposal that the governor put forward in May would cost the state of California 400,000 jobs. That's something we simply can't afford to do. The Democratic proposal today helps protect those 400,000 jobs and, quite frankly, helps stimulate the economy at the same time.
But realistically, is there any way to balance the budget, to get a budget here in the state of California without some pain, without cutting jobs or wages, or in this case, both?
Well, actually, we're doing all of that. The proposal that we put forward today actually has some significant cuts. It has billions of dollars of cuts. It has some reductions in areas that we all care about, and then it also has this tax plan that doesn't hurt the taxpayers but does help us bring more revenues into the state of California. The only way to move forward is to close the deficit in a way that helps us rebuild the economy at the same time.
But with all due respect, how is this going to work if the Republicans aren't going to go for it? You can have the greatest plan that you think is fantastic, but at the end of the day, we're in the same situation that we were last summer and the summer before and the summer before that.
Right, and that's why it's incumbent upon the Republicans to come forward and tell us what ideas they have. Quite frankly, the silence has been deafening. For the last 34 days, the legislative leaders have been meeting, and we haven't heard any public proposals from Republican legislative leaders at all. And quite frankly, the governor's only been relying back on the proposal that he put forward in May, a proposal that he doesn't have any votes for. I don't think there are Democratic votes for his proposal, and despite what the Republican legislative leaders say, I don't think there are very many Republican votes for the governor's proposal, because it would devastate the economy. So now's the time for everybody to come to the table, tell us what their ideas are, and let's put this to bed. It hurts the state the longer we delay making a budgetary solution here.
Well, you're right about that, Speaker. Yeah. Thank you, and we certainly appreciate your time today. We wish you well, because it affects all of us here in the state of California. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, and that wraps it up for us here at 5 o'clock today.
Yeah, well.